Yeah.
She lives in the northern part of Finland in a village of like 25 people.
Do they know that it's really 25 people? I guess you can really count 25 people.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was very peaceful. And then I was like, wow, am I really watching this? But I was knitting too, so. How are ya?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, America.
Good morning,
I feel like
Billings.
it's kind of like burnout, like right here, but I guess that's
It's
okay.
really bright. Is it supposed
Maybe
to be
we
that bright?
need to move this a little closer, maybe.
I don't know. I kind of didn't spend a lot of time getting ready here this morning.
It's really the light behind us, I think, that's doing that.
I think this is just way too bright.
I know, but before we had it lower and we looked sort of gray.
Okay.
But any old way.
Nobody wants to look gray.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. What day is it?
It's
wow.
Tuesday, the 14th
Almost
of
the
January,
middle of the month already.
2025.
Where is my list for the rules?
Is it right here?
Nope.
No. Is it written down somewhere?
Yeah, I wrote it down very
Is it over there?
clearly.
Yeah, we are getting ready for the day on Tuesday, and we do have some fun things to talk about. Oh, Sue found the list. Here she is.
Back.
Good morning.
Who's watching?
Michelle.
Hi.
From the Delta in Mississippi. It's very cold here, and what does that mean to you?
Yeah, well, when it gets cold in the South, in the U.S., that is
Right.
pretty bad because no one's used to that.
I guess
and then,
so,
then
yeah.
you can be ice, which is pretty dreadful
Yeah.
to deal with. And they may not have or know about the little spiky things you can put on your shoes.
Yeah, but I don't like those things.
No, I know. Mike has to wear them at work. It's a rule, I'm sure. Anyway, he hates it.
Because what
They're
if
like strapped
you have
to
to
his
take them
boots.
off, like when you go in the office? It'll
Yeah,
just
I don't
ruin your
know.
floor.
I don't know how they handle that, but it's a safety thing. So, and someone he knows, who's maybe just a few years older than him, a work colleague in another state, possibly Oklahoma, fell and died. He was taking off like Christmas lights or something from his roof.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it happened at work.
No, he was retired.
Oh, man. That's
So.
the pits. You retire and then bang.
Yeah, that's not good.
I've known a few people
Yeah.
where people retire and, I don't know, their body doesn't know what to do with
Yeah.
the time off.
And just like a general, oh my goodness,
She
how
said
sad it is.
It was 26, she said.
Oh, that's cold.
That's pretty cold.
Yeah, that's cold. We are so sorry for the fires in Los Angeles.
Your brother lives there, and
Yeah.
so you're pretty much we have some good friends that live in Los Angeles
yeah,
too.
how's the friend?
I think seems like he's far enough away, but he has health issues too, so it's not good.
Again, it's
not good for anybody.
I mean, we know how depressed. I mean, I know how depressed I get when we do have smoke events here.
Right.
And the sky's orange and it's awful, awful. There's nothing, you cannot spin it.
Yeah, there's no way to
Anyway.
spin it.
So
So
anyway, it's bad.
yeah.
And yeah, so here
Yep.
it's gonna get kind of bitterly cold this weekend.
Well, I'm happy for that.
It's it's December. It's January.
It's not.
It's January.
It's January, and
In
I
Montana.
actually, this was in my pile of stuff in another room. I kind of forgot about it. Because I've been wearing a lot of summer sweaters, even in the winter, because I'll just layer them with the top. And so I kind of forgot about some of my heavier ones, which it's perfect for what we're going to talk about today.
I know it is. Yeah, we choose the reason.
This last week was Sue's first few
It
days
was our
off.
Well, it was the first pass at our new schedule.
Yeah, well, I
Yep.
think it went pretty
So.
well. I mean, Friday at the end of the day, I looked at Alyssa and I said, well, I think we've got a couple classes tomorrow. And she's like, well, I think we have 3. And I'm like,
Oh,
3?
she knew that?
Well, no, I think she was thinking about the 2 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon.
Okay, well.
So then I looked at the schedule and I'm like, holy crap, we actually have 4. And so then I had to really scramble because 2 of them were full and pretty large classes. And so we kind of had to create a new classroom downstairs in our
the first
basement.
time
We're
ever.
so sorry to everyone, but because it's not like a pristine
It's not
place.
as
It's
beautiful as our upstairs.
Yeah, and that's where we keep all of our extra yarn and stuff, and it's got a cement
storeroom.
floor. But
Display things.
everybody really liked it, and the teacher liked it, and she said, "I want to do it every time." So now we have to keep the basement clean.
I wonder, so when I'm down there you can kind of hear like footsteps and stuff up here, I think. I mean, we personally don't go down there and hang out and work because we're just down, grabbing stuff and bringing
Right.
it up and restocking and grabbing things for display.
They did appreciate the heater,
Yeah, it's
but
chilly.
they said
it was all good?
they really liked
Did
it.
anyone like come up for air periodically?
No, I left the door open so they could access the elevator to use the restroom upstairs in the building, but no, nobody did. They
Funny.
seemed to be. I actually put one of the smelly things down there too, just so it wasn't like a basement. But they really liked it, and so I guess maybe
That worked out.
We know
Well,
that
that's
it can
funny
be used.
because Mike and I were in Red Lodge having dinner when we chatted about
I'm like,
that.
Houston, we have a
And
problem.
I had left the table to go and to have a private conversation. That's sort of a pet peeve when people are like on the phone, like
Yeah, right.
in a restaurant. But
Right.
anyway, I went to a quiet room, had the chat, and then came back. And Mike's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Well, we overbooked classes," and he's like, "Well, just have it in the basement." I'm like, "Well, that's the plan."
Yep,
So
that's what we did. We used every single chair in this
that would
place.
that's the thing. We don't have enough like classroom
well,
chairs.
luckily, so
I mean, we do obviously.
we took the chairs out of our office. So I said, it's a good thing you're not here because your butt would have nowhere
right.
to sit. So we had those in there, and then downstairs we have our fancy mid-century
those kind of
grain,
retro
pretty
office chairs.
plus an office chair. So and it's a couple of folding
So
chairs.
how many physical like student bodies were in here at one time? Was it like 24?
11, 6,
Okay.
7. So 18 plus 24.
That's wow. That's what I said.
So it was like super fun day, and it was Alyssa's second Saturday, and thank God she wears really tall shoes because I told her really that's why we hired you because I'm only 5 foot and you're like 6'5" now, so she can see in the top cubbies at
Yes, we
all
have it.
times. But at the end of the day, she's like, oh my gosh, that was so fun. Like she really loved the buzz and I love it too when it's
is
like
fun.
that. We missed you, but it was a very busy day, so we
survived.
didn't have to like
So
ponder it.
this Saturday we're not as booked with classes.
But the following Saturday,
Oh.
it will be exactly the same.
Your next Saturday.
Yep. Luckily, we have it set.
all-
So yeah,
all ready to
yeah,
go.
yeah. We might
Funny.
have to just leave the tables up like that, and then it's just keeping it
Okay,
tidy.
and then we also need to totally give kudos to Connie,
right,
Tuesday Connie, who last Tuesday
just on her own decided.
tidied,
Yep.
totally cleaned off the actual table that's down
Which,
there.
yes, if
and
that
so
wouldn't
and
have
that was
happened-
beautiful. Like I walked down there, I'm like, oh my god, it's like a breath of fresh air to have a clear
I
table.
know. I still had to move some stuff pretty frantically out.
Well,
of,
we have. I
of
mean,
there.
we have like our shipping department, which is a pile of boxes, and
Right.
and
Yeah.
it's not like we're vacuuming down there. So
And I did.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah. So anyway, it was a lot of fun, and
Good.
Well,
Well, and I
love
had
it.
lovely time off. Got a few things done. Just kind of generally relaxed.
got to hang out with your mom.
Did a little hangout with my mom. It was just it's good. I think it's gonna be good.
I'm still trying to figure out what my week is going to look like, but I am working on Thursday, so
working.
here
You are.
because you have appointments or
I
something.
thought you have an appointment at the same time I do.
I know, but
You're not
so what's
working
happening?
Thursday. We have two.
I thought we
staff.
switched because I had an appointment next Thursday too. But we talk about that later. We'll talk about
Clearly,
our scheduling.
we're not smart enough to handle our schedule because we also booked like 5 classes on one day. So anyway, here we are.
Okay, all right. So let's talk about our works in progress.
Okay.
And you're on your Lento.
I am on my Lento. It is coming right along. I did a try on. And determined
I saw
that I was
Yep.
ready to start my ribbing. So
Cute.
yep, it's cute.
But you're making a small little
I'm
change.
I'm gonna do, I think, just one little punch up at the very end of ribbing, and that's gonna be some sort of just a bright little contrast. And
I
so
kind of been liking that idea.
so I pulled this.
Let's see,
Which
see
could
that
be
looks
fun.
kind of fun. I like that. Just a little bit.
It would be here. And then at the end of the ribbing.
So kind of like what I did on my sleeve, only I went monochromatic.
Oh, okay. And then this one, I could definitely, anyway.
I'm actually really kind of liking this one, not to grab your lap, but I like that one. It's still bright, but not crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
That'd be
I might
fun.
be in the
We
mood
haven't
for
used that
true
one yet.
neon. Well, somebody bought a sweaters quantity.
I know.
So there's that. So Lento along is coming, and I'm so impressed with everyone who's working on theirs.
Berna finished hers.
I know, but the ones that are in progress with the
Oh,
people who are like
right.
stretching themselves to make
Oh,
one, I think
right.
I
Yeah.
am so
There
thrilled.
are.
It's super fun.
Yeah, we're watching them. We'll
It's
learn
great.
some stuff.
Everyone
so.
learns. And then I have one more work in progress thing that I will pull over because we have yarn to talk about. But anyway, so Lento is awesome.
What is this? Do I know about
This
this?
is a blast from the
Oh
past.
yeah, pillow, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But
Oh, yeah.
I'll pull this. We'll talk about this in a minute because we
Okay.
have new yarn.
Yeah, we're so excited about it. Anyway,
Yeah.
before we jump into that, I just need to show you my field sweater. And so
Are the grains done yet?
I'm almost done. I'm on row like 41, and I think I have one more grain, like that's going to be in the middle of.
Oh, I
see how
see.
these are trailing.
Oh, gotcha.
So I'm good. There's going to be something
Pretty.
right here.
And then that's it for grains.
Yeah, I have. Then I think she actually has some short rows built in.
Probably.
After that.
Mhm.
So,
Nice.
and then it's smooth sailing.
Then it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
knit.
And
Are there
this-
any grains anywhere else, like around the cuff or anything?
There might be, but I haven't
I
looked.
don't remember that.
But I just love how this looks. It's just one strand of the merino possum.
I think that's probably kind of nice to not have to worry about like mohair.
I
with
know.
that grain stitch, right?
Yeah, it really is, because I have had a few times when the grain stitch has dropped, and I figured out. And actually, on this row, I realized there was one spot where I forgot to make the grain
Oh.
on the row below. So I kind of figured out a workaround that I think is really a reliable
Good.
thing. So anyway, I'm pretty excited about this and
Pretty.
anxious to get it on a mannequin.
Yeah, because
So,
that is a beautiful
It is
sweater.
a store sample.
Are you going to, is it one that lends itself to like shorter sleeves, do you think?
I
a sample?
suppose, but I do think,
I mean, technically,
I think
no.
all the yarn's wound anyway, so.
Oh, just do some long
We'll have
sleeves.
to contact Hannah for more yarn. Yay!
I know.
more
And you know what?
yarn.
Yesterday we had customers in, and the lady showed me a sweater she had purchased in New Zealand that was
Oh, really?
made with
Oh, I
possum
missed
yarn.
that. Oh, I don't think I was. Where
It's
was
beautiful, and
Yeah.
it looks just like that. So it must be a fun kind of New Zealand thing.
Yeah, cool. Well, we've got it.
Right. And so if you're a hand knitter and you know about the yarn bar,
Right.
yay.
Yep. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna jump aboard the Bana Express.
Banana. Yeah.
So the
Did
Bana.
we mention it last week?
We
or did
kind of
we
mentioned it.
just-
We sort of
okay.
mentioned it. So for our February knit along, shortest
28
month
days
of the year,
Bang
we
it out.
try to choose a pattern that you'll be able to get done quickly and maybe even do more than one. This is the Bana hoodie vest, and it's by a gal named Bana Kavanaugh. It's her real name, Bana, but we sort of like jumped on the banana thing.
She's from she's from Korea. So I think, I don't think Bana means banana in Korean.
No, I'm pretty sure not, but then she's got her Irish last name, Kavanaugh. So,
so anyway, we are riffing on our name and going with a banana theme.
Yep. So when you
bang
sign
out a Bana.
up for the Bana,
And so, like the bang out thing, we totally, that's from Modern Daily Knitting.
right? We kind of ripped them off.
Well,
so.
they came up with that, and we used
And
like whatever project they did
yes,
initially
right,
was
so that
bang
was
out
fun.
of Carbeth was the
right,
first one.
which I brought mine.
So, so they're, bang out a project in February in 4 weeks. It's cool. And so that's what we love, and we have continued that. I think they took a little break,
And they're
for a
bringing
bit,
it back,
And they're bringing
so-
it back. So anyway, we're not doing the same project they are, but we do think the bang out thing is fun. I don't think they've copyrighted it or anything.
So bang out a Bana.
Bang out a Bana.
Yep.
But get on the Banana Express.
That's what we're
Isn't
calling
that like
it.
a drug thing though?
You're talking about the pineapple.
Oh,
but
sorry.
that's why it's funny, though, because it's not the Pineapple
Okay.
Express, it's the banana one, whatever.
showing my
Any
age.
old way. So, sleeveless, size 10 needles, and a hood. And so we actually used Noro Sweeto, which is like 350 yards. And I really barely got into the second one. So it doesn't
But
take
that's
a lot
the
of
small
yardage.
size. There's only 3 sizes.
Right.
And it's pretty oversized. I mean,
Right.
I probably
Could wear this one.
I could
Because I can't, I could put it on, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean it looks good.
maybe I'll do that and lengthen it. I don't know. I have to try it on again.
I have some ideas about mine too.
Okay, so that is super fun. And so, as with all of our knit-alongs, you get a little present for
Right.
participating. And so this one is the banana Swedish dishcloth.
Yep.
You remember when it's potato chips?
Yes, I do.
That you can't eat
That
just
was a
one.
couple
Yeah.
years ago, I think.
So, and these Swedish dishcloths, they use like the equivalent, like if you use this, you're saving like a whole bunch of paper towels.
Right, as long as you
Like
just
28
don't use the
rolls
paper
of
towels.
Paper towels. Yeah, don't
mean-
use paper towels. You've got these. So, but they're fun. So that's that. And then you're also eligible
To
to participate in
our banana bread bake-off. So that's the
Bake-off.
BBBO.
Banana Bread Bake Off. Okay, so Banana Bread Bake Off has rules, and you don't have to, if you can be in the Banana Bread Bake Off even if you so you
Okay.
Hello.
So, all right. So
if you are
when you sign up for the Bana Express,
Mhm.
you're automatically eligible for the Banana Bread
Right.
Bake-Off. However, we wanted to include more people. So that means if you did the Lento knit-along, you're automatically eligible
you can be,
And-
and if you've taken any one of our classes so far
this year.
this year.
So that would mean the first sweater class, the Drama class, beginning knitting. So
Block of the month.
Yeah, any of those
Crochet.
classes. So that means you are eligible. So that really
The more the
includes a lot
merrier.
of people.
So, and here's the deal on it.
And we know everybody has personal opinions about banana bread and their own banana bread and their mother's and their grandmother's
Right.
banana bread. So
When we mention this, we get like an immediate reaction. So I think it's going to be fun. And the event is going to happen. So you might want to take notes. And we'll have it all in our email too.
yep.
Okay. The banana breads are due on Monday, February 10th.
Yep.
So bring us your bread.
Right.
The judging will be on Tuesday, February 11th.
And we have real judges
We
with
have-
real food expertise.
we're not the judges. And the
Nope.
judges are Bonnie from the Bagels Place,
Yep, from Sourdough Bagels.
Sourdough Bagel Bonnie, Marguerite from Zest Kitchen
Yep.
Supply,
Yep,
and Katie from Sweetwater Cafe.
that's right.
She is the owner. She prepares all the things there.
And she's planning to
She
open a
does some
restaurant,
baking. She's going to
so-
open Francesca's. So we've got 3 unbiased judges. Like they
Right.
won't know you.
And they barely have any connection with us except for that we buy things from them.
Right. They're not. Yeah. Marguerite has taken knitting, but I think she's too busy to really dive into it.
Right.
So anyway, they are very graciously donating their time, and they're going to come by on Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday the 11th, and taste
Right.
the breads. Okay, and so they're going to be judging on 3, like their little chart thing. They're going to judge on the presentation of the bread, the taste, and the texture.
So anything that you'd, normally be thinking about when you make your banana
So,
bread.
but we want your bread to come, like, not sliced.
Right.
And honestly, I think bread, it tastes better after a day or those flavors really blend. Okay, so.
And then pick up. Because we can't eat all the banana bread.
Yeah, we're not going to keep it. We want you to come back and pick it up. I mean, if you want to share a piece or something from us, we'll probably nibble. But we thought about maybe giving it. And if you, I mean, I think there are places that might like to have some. We might still explore that.
I'm just not sure about like giving it away to, I don't know, the mission or whatever, because it had been sliced into. So if you know any of those rules, or we'll find that out.
Yeah, we're still working on that. Probably you're going to have to come back and get it. So, and there is going to be a grand prize.
Right, and we've it's going to be a
cute.
fun prize for a baker.
Yep. And so anyway, those are all the things, right?
Yeah, so if you have any questions, be sure to let us know.
Yeah. So if you're doing anything with us that you have paid for, that's like a class since January, January and February classes, knit-alongs. If you've signed up for crochet in March, you're eligible.
Yep.
Okay.
And we'll try to have,
And there's no fee to be part of the bake-off.
No.
Just like.
Yeah. And I guess we'll just want to make sure that you keep your, can we send our banana bread? If not, I'm not sure how that'll work out.
I don't know. We are probably going to want the recipe from maybe the 1, 2, 3 finishers.
So be prepared to have your recipe. Maybe at Christmas we should do a fruitcake one. That way people can send them in the mail.
Let's see. We're gonna, it'll be like a blind thing. We've got a few little things to get squared away in our brains about how the judging will happen. But I think we can make our room look pretty. My mom's like, "Are you gonna film the judging?" I said, "I don't think so." It's not the Great British Baking Show. But anyway. But yes, we encourage everyone to join the Bana, the hoodie.
The Bana
Super
Express,
cute.
man.
And we have some wonderful, we have some great yarns in addition to this one for you to use.
Right. Many more than what we're going to talk about, but we want to talk about our new yarn.
We did get some new yarn babies.
It's Mono Stel Uruguay Cardo.
Yay,
and
welcome.
So,
it's right here behind us.
Welcome, yarn. How
Isn't it
are
pretty?
you?
Look at how beautiful it is.
It's so cushy.
Cushy.
Cushy. Let me grab one.
Oh, it matches. Totally camouflage.
Why do I do that? I don't know. Do that one.
So, some of you might remember Osprey from Quince that we had a couple years ago. I think we decided not to carry it
I kind of
anymore.
like how this one feels better.
It's really nice. And we've had Monos yarns before.
I brought my car bath because that's what I used.
So anyway, this, unlike Osprey, is kettle dyed, so you're going to get a little bit of tonal variation. It also reminds me of the Chistari.
Yes, which I am wearing right now. And you're wearing Quince.
I'm wearing, Osprey. So it's beautiful yarn. We have, right now, great quantities.
Yep. And you don't need as much as you think.
This is a really pretty black, but it's not like black.
Not like a blacky black.
Oh wait, this one is black. What's this?
Oh wait, one is called Manchester, and then the other one is called black.
Okay. So, I see potential with this vest specifically to do like some contrast or tone
Well,
on tone with the ribbing.
I'm sort of thinking actually this and
You had talked
this
about the
together.
hood.
I've decided this is my right now today. This is my plan. Tomorrow could be different.
That's pretty.
I'm thinking these. So I'm thinking the purple as the main, but I'm thinking my hood would
That'd
be that.
fun. And then would you do contrast
Yeah,
here?
I think so.
Maybe contrast 3-needle bind off?
Yep, could do
Okay,
that.
all
Yeah,
planned out.
Yeah.
So this pattern, she also incorporates like instructions to do a zipper if you wanted to for this.
Yeah,
which is fun.
we didn't do that on that one.
Yeah, I kind of like it open, and I think it's pretty nice for this part of the country. It seems just like
Well,
a nice layering
I
piece.
have quite a few ladies look at that yesterday, and they seem to be pretty interested in. They like that it was a vest, and they,
The hood's a nice option too, I think, for us. You can just, if it's windy, just pop up your hood and be good to go. Did you see the thing that I put on the story about the hood?
I did.
The petite knit,
Yeah.
the Sophie hood. So that is a thing. I have felt like, all of the knitwear comes and goes, and those hoods were super popular, I think, in the 60s. Now they're back.
Yep.
You should never have gotten rid of yours if you had one in the 60s.
Well, now you get to knit one.
Now you get to knit one. So,
Yeah.
and we put it on our Instagram too when Tran Lee came in. She had knit one. It's so cute. She's like, I don't want to wear it for a picture. You wear it.
I don't know.
It looked so cute on her. But it was fun. You just pop it on. The hood is shaped. It's not going to like scrunch your hair down, and then you just wrap it. This yarn is too thick for it. But anyway,
Yeah.
the hood got me going on that.
But
Okay.
honestly, the thing about the Sophie stuff, you can switch up your gauge. And,
You can, but I think that hood, you want it to be just a little bit drapey. It's written
Right.
for a worsted weight. So anyway, okay, what else can you do with this yarn besides the Bana? Because
okay,
we've
well-
got ideas for you.
First of all, I'm wearing Emma from
Emma.
Coco Knits. So you can totally do Emma.
That's version
Emma.
B.
Emma
No,
A,
that's
B, or
A.
C, and then I added the V-neck.
That's
I added the ribbing to the
that's
V-neck.
A. This is B. And then here's B.
Yep.
And C is the cardigan.
So these are all like, try to get gauge on a size 11, and this yarn is going to be perfect for that. I mean, the gauge is just perfect. I love that green.
Very pretty. So that is that's a good one. If you are in the mood for a nice shoulder, a nice modified shoulder fit thing that Coco Knits does. Also, she has a knit along coming up.
She does,
It's like the never ending thing.
and a lot of her patterns are in this, like a lot in this, are in this gauge. So this yarn could work
So
for
if
a
you
lot.
have already made a Coco Knits, you've got your chart filled out and ready to go. That's super quick. It would be fun.
Yep.
If you want to learn it, challenge yourself, whatever, this would be a good yarn to work with for that.
Okay, what you're wearing?
Okay, I am wearing the Willard Sweater Bulky by Alicia Plummer. And I knit this quite a few years ago with Quince Osprey that we had. I do like this. I love this detail here. I think it's just really pretty. She has a Willard light also, but it fits well. It's super comfortable. Alicia Plummer patterns are very nice, and this one is no exception.
Yeah,
It
it's
would be
cute.
wonderful.
Nice
with our
styling.
new yarn.
Really, I mean the way all the details and things like that.
It's just, you get like a little cowl without it being, a turtleneck. This is just pretty.
Right.
It's nice.
Yeah,
it's really
I like
wearable.
it.
And I wear it a lot. I'm sure I wore it like 2 weeks ago on
So
video.
right now, so we have the building blocks class, and the second 6 months, we've got a few new people that are kind of
It's kinda
hopping
filled
on
up, yeah.
onto that, who haven't even started it yet. So this is the blanket.
This was our original,
And
when
that-
Becky taught this like 3 times.
Yep. This is
She used
Shistari, which is what I'm wearing too. But honestly, this yarn would be fantastic for this project.
Well, and I think it's going to be a little more like Chistari in that it is
Right.
the kettle dyed. You
Right.
get the tonal
Yes.
stuff that you don't, like the Osprey
Right.
didn't do
Right.
that. So, and you would get, not all colors are as like obviously tonal, but I do think you're going to get some things show up. And also keep in mind, you would get a little bit of pooling probably happening, or just interest
Right.
with the vest or any garment that you did.
So this, so the building blocks blanket, it's 12 blocks. And some of those gals have,
We should have borrowed some others. I mean, I know Kathy did, I think she used 12 different colors of Chistari
okay.
and made a really beautiful
Yeah.
blanket.
yeah, that blanket's probably gorgeous. I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
And Susan, she used
different colors.
Yeah.
So what a pretty palette. Or like Linda did some color stories here. You know, you could just take that and
it's
do
all
a really
sort
pretty
of a
blanket.
monochromatic, but kind of subtle at the same time.
This one is fun. Really neat. If anyone has, you know, a wedding gift to make this year or something, wouldn't that be a great gift? Like just, and look at how beautiful that one is. So anyway,
Oh,
that's that.
here's my
Carbeth.
Carbeth. So this actually is out of a Monos yarn. It was the Classica, which basically is the kind of the same gauge. It just was
Yeah,
a
it was-
one ply.
Yeah, one ply
Right.
and thick and thin. So
Right. So this was super fun. I loved it. I still love it. I was
Carbeth
gonna
is
wear
a
it
good
today,
pattern.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and this one is a cardi, but they have a pullover too, which is what you did. I added a zipper. You don't have to. Actually, it was a friend of mine that made it.
Susan Keys.
Susan Keys
Oh,
did it.
yeah.
Yeah. So Carbeth is a really fun pattern.
It's a great pattern.
Love
It's a
it.
classic. Kate Davies, really nice. Ramona, both a pullover and a cardigan option. Ramona by Elizabeth Smith. That yarn would be perfect for a
Yeah.
Ramona.
Yeah, perfect.
And a lot of people teach Ramona as like a first sweater class. So if you are in the mood or want to do kind of a first sweater, Ramona is a good one to try on your own. It's totally doable. This sample is not that yarn. This was taught by our friend Paul.
Yep.
And he knit this sample.
And that was
in-
kind of a first sweater class for him. Well, for him, but for the people that made it.
Yeah.
That knit
So
it.
Ramona's nice, and the detail, like you lose some of the detail of the ribbing that she does with this yarn because there's already texture in that tweed. You would not lose it in there. You would get, just see how crisp that is.
That's
You
how
get
it-
that
right.
with this kind of yarn as opposed to, you know, the tweedy stuff. So
Right. So we talked about that blanket, but this is a different blanket. It's the on the
on the sidewalk.
no, I think it's on the porch.
Oh, on the porch.
By 54 Studio, and this is
5410
sort of
Studio.
a right.
the baby
Not
blanket?
54. That's the disco in New York City.
5410 Studio is the name.
I know,
of it.
but 54 is the name of the disco place in New York City.
Oh,
I
it is?
forgot to add the 10 from
Okay.
like the 70s.
Oh, okay. So yeah, 5410 Studio blanket patterns are like perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
She writes them for many sizes. So the nice thing for that is you just look at that, look at the yardage.
Yeah.
The
This
hardest
is-
thing is choosing
This
your
is
color.
pretty much our go-to. Like if someone says I want to make a baby blanket, we just automatically really go to 5410 because she has so many options.
She has, you know, different gauges.
And for lots of different experience of knitters,
Most
it's
of
really
them are,
good.
yeah, pretty, you know, pretty comfort knitting
Right.
kind of things.
Yeah. Which a lot of grandmas want that.
Yeah.
And
So,
mommies
and
to
this
be.
is Chistari, so you can see a little tonal stuff, and you will get the same thing with this yarn. So, really, really nice, and the weight is great. The weight is
The
great.
weight is great.
The other thing I thought about with Bana is this is a nice, like, clean slate to do stripes.
right.
Holy cow.
I know.
Fun. Or just simple color work, like right around, you know, right before the ribbing or something
Well,
would be
you
really
could
cute.
totally add some charts to that with the doodle
Yeah.
decks. That'd be a really fun way to add that.
That would be fun. So anyway, kind of a nice blank palette. We hope we get some enthusiastic knitters on board for
the
that.
Bana Express.
Get on it. Start thinking
Woo,
about
woo.
it. We still have our
The
fashion show for
Yep.
the Lento on
That's-
the 31st.
yep.
Are we going to do like a potluck or something? Or what are we doing?
Is that a Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anyway.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Might
January's
have
moving
to
on.
do that.
Yeah, we could.
Well, I think
Oh
that,
wait,
what?
I have
what?
another thing.
What?
I used
yeah.
Osprey, and this I think is done. But I want to do my original intent. This is not a skirt,
But it could be.
it's a pillow cover or a pillow, and I used Carrie's yellow because my daughter's name is Carrie. I knew Osprey was going away, and then alpaca, ultra alpaca chunky.
Yeah, in the naturals.
Is the
Or
natural.
marls, yeah.
And then my plan is to do some like flower embroidery, like at the bottom of the pillow.
Okay.
So I think before I finish it off, I mean, I think I could go ahead and do a 3-needle bind off, and then I'd be able to do my embroidery. I
Right.
don't think it's going to be that hard.
Well, you have to make your own pillow form, probably.
I think so. I mean, I could ask our friend Diane to make me one with the wool. But also, I got a wool bat to do for the interior of Art's quilt that I worked on. And there's quite a bit of batting left, and I wonder if I could just like, roll it
I
up
bet you
and
could.
make it. I need to. My mom's like, I'll just give this to so and so who does a lot of baby quilts and donates. I should.
Better
She
tell her
probably hasn't
not
done
to
that
do
yet.
that.
So anyway, but that feels great. And it's another, that yarn is awesome. So check it out. I love it.
All right. We will see you guys next week.
Okay, have a wonderful day.
Have a wonderful
Happy
week.
Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.